And the Rainbow Warriors will kick it away to start. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. So Northwestern's offense will get the first crack at it here. And this guy feels like a throwback. Back in the day, the running backs were always the stars. This guy fits that mold.
And he can do a lot of different things, too. He's not a one-trick pony. This guy can tote the rock. He can catch the ball. He can block. We might even see him throw the ball in this game. This is a jack of all trades.
First down here for the offense. Quick release by the QB. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Northwestern right back to the line. Right back to the well. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Offense, quick tempo.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking to throw, it's great. Fires to the right. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Northwestern will send out the punt team. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Makes a move. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did his job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Gets it to the back. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. It's 1st and 10 from the 31.
Well, a great job by the quarterback understanding where the pressure was coming from and understanding where his outlet was. And, David, you know, it's demoralizing, I expect, from a defensive standpoint when you think you've dialed up the blitz and you think you're getting home.
Yeah, and you're doing what you can to try to pressure the QB, and you're bringing extra guys, but sometimes that comes at a sacrifice. And you can see he got the matchup he wanted.
He's going to throw deep right side. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why that receiver was being mauled by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. This one's complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Northwestern wants to go quickly. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Now the play fake. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance. short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Snap it to the back. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
Man, I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
On 4th down, looking to pass. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They'll throw it from the red zone. Quick strike complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Coming after him. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
How long do you want your secondary to hold up? I know it's a night game, but they just held up all night on that play. Unbelievable job sticking with the wide receivers, taking away the downfield pass. All that time and nobody comes open, that says something about your defense.
Dropping back, it's Gray. Gets rid of it. He caught it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Northwestern.
Where did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And it's up and good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one.
Number 11, set to kick it off.
So Hawaii's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. teams have anchors in the middle that you build your defense around.
And everybody just seems to look to these two guys when there's a big play on the field that needs to happen, right?
They're making all the calls. They're making sure that they're in the right spots, run, pass, getting everybody organized, and they do it at a high level.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Quarterback will audible. Comes out throwing on first down. Got it in the middle, it's high. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. The Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the middle. Tight end getting vertical. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Hawaii!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Here's the return from inside his 10. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. He'll come out throwing on first down. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll leave it with him. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. to the line.
Brings up second down.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. And that last run leaves them with a third down. Will they keep it on the ground? Off the play fake. Unloads it downfield. Man, it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Northwestern will have to punt it away. He might just try to keep it away from this guy after a house call came after the first punt. Running it back, it's Hines. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Quarterback checking off. He's looking for an open man on second down. Going to try to get it himself. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will...
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
In situations like this, it's nighttime, it's so cold, it's so hard to complete these types of passes. And for these wideouts, it's going to be tough just catching the football, because that thing, I guarantee you, feels like a rock.
Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Offense picking up steam, 1st and 10 from the 31. To the ground with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Northwestern wants to go quickly.
Second down.
He'll try it again. He's there to make the stop. Now facing a 3rd and long. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Using the quick game. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And this one splits the uprights. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. He'll bring it out. It's Hines. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Red pass, it's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And I love working the slot receivers, and you see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're trying to get to it. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Running back goes in motion. Looking to throw on second down. Going for the big play. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job of his decision-making.
The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt.
And that pass picked off. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. Got a man in the middle. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying to find his man on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great environment there today in Evanston. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ryan Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Northwestern about to boot it away to open the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He's going to pass. He makes the connection. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
So far, everything's just seemed to work for this offense when they've wanted to run the football. Regardless of what down and distance it is, they're able to get it done. Up front, getting a lot of push, and these backs are finding the holes.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
It leads to 2nd down.
After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Pumps it downfield. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down.
Pickup of 14.
This is an offense that leads the nation in 1st downs because there's so many different ways they can attack you. They're versatile. They could throw it. They could run it. They've got so much balance. That's what makes them so hard to stop.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
He's tackled.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. 2nd and goal for this offense. He's looking to throw. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. UAB just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there in Birmingham. They'll enjoy this one all week. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Northwestern right back to the line.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
To the ground to try to move the chains. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the return, it's Hines. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Finds a man in the middle. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man on the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. On 1st down, here comes this offense. pulls and fires complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to throw, it's Gray. He's got his man. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him. And the ball is picked off. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
You always try as a player to say the weather means nothing. Cold is a mentality. It hurts, okay? The ball feels like a rock. It gets super hard. It's really hard for quarterbacks to grip that thing and make accurate throws. And how about that? The defense comes out, makes a big play, creates the turnover.
They'll throw it on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Hawaii! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. The kickoff unit about to go to work. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Give to the running back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And that shot downfield falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fast motion from the offense. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
He ends up getting tackled at the 34-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the single back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
After misfiring, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors! And the stomping has commenced. They extend it, and they fake it. The holder looking for a man. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And he's tackled, so no chance to run it back for points of his own, and the score will remain the same.
Hawaii, 34. Northwestern, 10.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Homer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Headed to the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys.
Here we go.
To the air, it's Gray. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Grabs behind the line. It's Flores. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. 3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to throw on 3rd. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They've got that 3 in their back pocket.
Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on down. Offense set on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Quickly complete.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. The quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking for a man. It's Gray. Had to get rid of it quickly.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Right down the middle. And it's his 4th interception of the game. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. The Rainbow Warriors getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Gets it out fast.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. And his 5th interception of the game. A miracle they haven't pulled him yet. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. It's complete to the right. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. On 1st down from their own 22. Dropping back, it's Gray. He's got his man, makes the grab. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. A strike downfield. And he breaks into the open. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Northwestern! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Bangs it through for an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. FIU was able to cap off a close one inside Silva Stadium with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Iowa wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Line gets set, first down. He wants to throw. Feeling some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll fire. He makes a catch. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Got his man. Perfectly thrown ball. Nice catch. Good tackle, but it's first and goal from the 5. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. He's moving out of the pocket. Fires into the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hawaii. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cantrell. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. The deficit is large. Hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? The coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
Third down.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Looking for a man. It's great. Pressure coming. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are, but when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.